Hello, I'm Aaron. Back to Tarantella yet again. Now in the middle section, there's a bit of technique, but in particular, those positions. So the technique in question is shifting from first to second or second to third or so on. So this is in the middle of the second page. We're coming from the first section, which is in D major. We're already playing a D with the second finger in second position. The next section is where a repeat sign is. We need to play an F sharp. Leave your first finger there. And you can find the F sharp very nicely. It's only a half step, so you don't have to stretch or extend your finger at all. But right away, we need to shift to G sharp. It's a whole step. One of the ways that we can find it is by simply messing around and figuring out where exactly the note is. Trial and error. You know? Here's a way that I like to go about it, because it is kind of like a measuring tape, if you will. Your first, second, and third finger, they are all down, and you can probably see that you can literally measure it, find out how far it is to go from F sharp to G sharp. So let's see. There it is. There it is. You get the idea. We cannot play it that way in the music because we'd be 1/8 note behind. So we need to learn. How do you do that? Train your fingers to stay above their respective places, not to shoot up in the air or to cramp back this way. They really need and can serve a good purpose if they're just hovering above the string in their shape, the proper shape. Now we need to shift to half position. At least I would do that. It's marked in the part here. Of course, there are other options, but half position keeps the sound a little fresher, a little more exciting, rather than the muted or more subdued D string. That's third position. Now we shift back to half position. Take note, your first finger is on G sharp on the D string. That means it's on, if you were to play, follow with me, if you were to play D sharp on the A string, your fourth finger is going to be a whole step behind. Okay? That's important because it can help you measure the distances if you keep track of those things, which I think you should. Watch this. I'm going to go back on the D string so you can see it. Okay? That's F sharp. Now I'm going to shift up to G sharp. Look at the distance. I nailed it, didn't I? So it's worth knowing these things. Try not to be overwhelmed by it. It's just a matter of practicing it a lot, getting used to it, but also focusing on those elements as you practice. It's not kind of watch the TV and do repetitions. That won't really work. It's more about putting your mind into it, thinking of the notes you're playing. If nothing else, just say the names of the notes. G sharp, F sharp. Okay, now I'm going to play what's in the music. A sharp, A sharp, C sharp. Now I'm going to say according to position. Second position, third position, half position, second position, and so on and so forth. It's, I don't know, probably for a lot of us, it's a lot of brain work at first. I know it was for me. And I've noticed in my students, when you're not used to thinking of those things, it does take a lot of brain power. So keep at it, go slow, pause in between your notes, and you'll eventually get there.